Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Dolphins, coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. 59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go. Fight, kick.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
A first carry here for Madden Leauge. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Leauge. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's go. Bring back. Red cycle.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Black open. Watch out now. 50.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tua. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 24. And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Third and 2. Love with it. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Glove. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalposts here. 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Shot, 17.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua completes it to Fant on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50.
Straight ahead, here's Leauge. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
52 blaster.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Slot man moves right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 34 yards. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Now Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, 38. Smash, red. Six.
On play action, here's Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Packers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Ball red. 6. Mega. Strike 2.
On second and a couple. Tua. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Come on, set. Striker, 3-3.
Up the middle, Nawangu. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Ready.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Field, black. Hey, blue. You don't blue. Get him.
Here's Tua. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll run with Nawangu. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll check that down to Nawangu out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
but they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On the give is Leauge. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. From the 36, Tua. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on second and 10. Tua drops this off with Leauge. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wide open. Ready?
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Following the interception, Love. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final play of the half, Love. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Okay.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Right, 97. Check, huh? Ready?
Love now. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Handoff here to Leauge. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a give running right, Leauge. And a solid run down inside the 30. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send Brown in motion right.
Ready?
Play action. Now it's Tua. Out to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Good, 52. Black shot.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
White, 60. Red, yellow. 22 needle. Hey, red. Trail green. Ready.
Here's Nwangu. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He'll find Nwangu underneath. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now it's Nwangu. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Hey, green jack.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Kene Nwangu.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. First down, Love to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ready. 52 blaster. Bill Green. Ready.
2nd and 5 now. Tua. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 92 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
In motion, Hill. From the 40 now on second down. Tua. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run with Leauge, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a give, running left is Leauge. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On second and a long way to go. Tua being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Dolphins on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Leauge. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Green back. Red cycle. You tell him. Black Ultra. On the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The center receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready, set. Ball red. 6, 7.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap.
But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Black stuff. Red, yellow, green.
Again, it's Love. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green back.
Throwing. Love. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, 27 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Oh, the run is Leauge. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.